Trend lines. How do we trade them? How do we find the best setups? This video is going to show you exactly that. So firstly, we just very quickly need to understand how the market moves. There is 3 stages of a market. Your first is going to be an uptrend where you have higher highs and higher lows. Your second is going to be a downtrend where you have lower highs and lower lows, and that just shows you where the market is heading. The second one is going to be what we call a range. Price could be stuck in between points like so, with the odd spike out, but that's basically it. The best times you are going to be wanting to be traded, the best time you are going to want to trade trend lines is when the market is trending up or down. This is the highest probability setups, and off the back end of that, you're going to get the better trades. So how do we trade trend lines? There are 2 ways that I would trade a trend line. The first one is what we call the third touch of a trend line. Okay, so basically, if you are looking at the market, you have touch point 1 and touch point 2. So you want to find in an uptrend 2 lows that are clear. So something, for example, like this low and this low, and then you would draw a trend line to connect them. So it would go something like that. What we then want to do, and the best way to trade a trend line in a bullish scenario, is to try identify where this third touch is going to take place. That's it. The third touch of a trend line is the most reliable. Why? Because after 2 touches, we can then actually start to draw a trend line. And after 3 touches, the trend line has been used more than once, multiple times, so it becomes weaker. Think of it like a bouncing ball. So for that reason, the third touch is going to be the one that I want to be trading, and I would advise you to trade as well if the market is moving up in this scenario. The second scenario is genuinely just the flip. So the market is pushing down like so. You get maybe a pullback like that, and then you are literally just going to connect the first and the second lower high, and you are going to try identify where that third touch is going to be. Now, you can use a multitude of confluences to do that. You can use key levels, round numbers, EMAs, I don't know, fair value gaps, supply, demand, support, resistance, whatever you want to do, that is the way to do it. So if we just have a look now, specifically at this third touch, let's draw just a trend line on Euro Australian dollar. And what do we see? First touch up here. Second touch is here, and the third touch has happened here. Now, depending what strategy you trade, again, it's completely up to you, but I can identify that in and around this area, we did have a round number of 16450, and let's just say I draw a Fibonacci. We also had a 78 Fibonacci as well. So you had quite a few confluences in and around this area. So some people prefer limit orders, some people prefer manual entries. It's completely up to you, the way that you trade this market. So that is the first way I would trade a trend line. The third touch of a trend line, simple as that. Now, what do we do if a market has been trending down for quite some time, and then all of a sudden we see the market push? What you can do is, for example, draw a trend line that matches up with lots of the lower highs in a downtrend or lots of the higher lows in an uptrend. So just literally think of this reversed. So market's going up, market's going down. All we want to do is identify the break of that trend line. Like I say, the more times a trend line is touched, the weaker it becomes, the majority of the time. Sometimes you might get a market that has just trends and trends and trends, but it's unlikely. Price does need to pull back, and we do see reversals. So if we are looking at this example, we want to find something like this. So here we are on Euro Australian dollar, and as you can see, historically, there has been a trend line here. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3, 4, and then price has finally broken down it. So your third touch here, assuming where you went, may have worked, may have not. But let's assume we're connecting these points. Price has now broken this trend line and it is potentially going to what we call a retest. Retest basically means that if something is broken, it can come back to test that area. Same with a normal trade. If you are looking in the market, price may break a zone like so. Break, retest. Simple as that. Now you can just then build confluence in and around the trend line. So same again, what you might do, you might look for something like a round number. So you might say, you know what, I want to be potentially all the way up here or something like that, which realistically isn't going to play out. Your second option could be maybe to go off structure. So we have structure here, a mini head and shoulders could potentially formulate. You also have Fibonacci's that you can use at your disposal, and all of a sudden you've got a 61 as well. So you are just building confluence in and around areas to see where this could happen. So a break of a trend line is something that you ideally want to see, and if you do see, it's a good potential entry point for the market. If we look at something like this, same again. Third touch gave a bounce, it then clustered, and then we haven't really got a retest of that trend line yet. So it's not one that needs to be paid attention to. You've also got trend lines like this. So price has broken outside of this trend line. 1, 2, 3, fourth had a little bit of a reaction, but then didn't manage to pull back. Break, and then what do you notice here? The retest didn't happen straight away. However, you could have potentially said price has broken out of a trend line, coming back into a big support and resistance area, or an alternative scenario is just literally waiting for price to come back into that trend line. So if you're going off the highs, what I would advise doing with your trend lines is going off the wicks, okay, or the highest point. Price then came back, retested that trend line, boom, reaction. Simple as that. If we look at something like this, what do we see? 1, 2, break, retest, bounce, push up higher. Simple as that. So they're the two ways really that you want to be trading a trend line. And look how you see price has started to react live in the flesh. Third touch of a trend line is going to be a good zone to potentially get into a trade, and a break and retest of a trend line is good for reversals and potentially higher risk to reward. Now, obviously, they're not 100%. You do need to mark them with other confluences and things like that. But that is a very quick rundown on how to use trend lines in your trading. Any questions, let me know. Links are in the description.